Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome and thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button down below. It helps out the channel and I would really appreciate it. And for all of my current subscribers and followers, thank you so much for your support for the channel. I really appreciate all of you. This is my build series of the Lotus Esprit from The Spy Who Loved Me from Agora Models. If you'd like to get caught up on the previous episode, just click the link down in the description below and it'll take you to the playlist where you can watch all the episodes thus far. If you'd like to learn more about this kit and the other kits from Agora Models, scan the QR code on your screen or check out the link in the description. Okay, so last week we did stage 1, packs 1 through 6. Now we're going to be doing pack 2, so I'm going to get the next stages unpacked and we're going to get to the build. Okay, for stage 7, we're going to start building part of the seat. So basically we've got part of the seat, some little foam cushioning, and some 3M double-sided stick tape. So we're going to start off by applying the tape inside the seat here. Then we're going to peel off the backing. Then we're going to take our foam and place it in just like this. Press it down in there, just like so. And that is the end of stage 7. For stage 8, we're going to be doing the same thing, but for the back of the seat. So we'll take our 3M tape, stick it in here, peel off the backing, and we'll place the cushion in here just like that. Next, we're going to take our 2 seat pieces and we're going to slide these together and then hold them together with 2 PSO5 screws. All right, and that concludes that stage. Okay, onward to stage 9. Now, for those of you who are very observant, you might notice something a little different. So I know there's a lot of discussion about what color the interior of the movie car really was. Was it green? Was it gray? I personally think it was more of a dark gray color, not the green, but you know, that's just how it looks to me on the movie. It may look to you differently, but since this is my kit and you can customize your kit because it's your kit, you can do whatever you want to it. I want to make mine look a little more like the movie car. So if you look on the back here, this is the original color that this headrest used to be. So what I did was I masked it off. I sprayed some primer on it. And then I painted it in a dark gray just to give it kind of a, dark gray look to it. And I think it's closer to the movie, at least as far as I can tell. But my original plan was to mask this off and actually darken the seat color too. But after looking at how the thatching pattern is in here and on the door and the inside of the door, yeah, I just decided that might be a little too much to take on for me. So I'm just going to do some other changes in the interior and make it look a little more realistic to me, along with some other details that I'll add later on, like working on the engine and making it look a little more realistic. But for now, let's move on to step 9 here, and it's basically just we're taking this, we're sliding it up in here, and we're just basically fitting the seat cover around the body of the seat. Just make sure it all gets in there and wrapped around. And that is the end of stage 9. Okay, for stage 10, we're going to be attaching the first carburetor. So let me get this opened up and we'll get right to it. Okay, for stage 10, the first thing it's telling us to do is insert these velocity stacks into the carburetor. Now, I know for a fact from watching other people who have built this, these tend to fall out, so I am not going to put these on until later. So I'm going to set those aside in a safe place and put them on when I'm ready. So the next step is to take this part here, the carburetor detail, is what they're calling it, and place it in the top of the carburetor here. And it kind of only goes one way, like that. And then we're going to attach this from the bottom with a PSO1 screw. Just like that. Okay, next we're going to take part of our intake manifold and our carburetor. We're going to place them right there. And we're going to attach this on the back with 2 PSO1 screws. Now we're just going into plastic on this, so you do not want to over tighten them. All right, just like that. Okay, for stage 11, we're going to start off doing the same thing we did before, which is building the carburetor detail. So that goes on like this, and then a PSO1 screw to hold it in. Then we're going to take our intake manifold from before, and we're going to assemble this part here, this second carburetor, onto the intake manifold. Just like that. Okay, for the next part, we're going to take this bracket here, and we've brought over the top of our engine from the previous stage. So we're going to take this, and this is going to go inside here. Now, it is keyed. There's a hole here and a pin here. So we're just going to set that down in there like so. Like that. And then we're going to use 2 PSO2 screws to secure it. Just like that. Then we're going to take our carburetors and our intake manifold, and these tabs here are going to go through these slots, and you can see they fit over those 2 holes there. And we're going to use 2 PSO2 screws to hold it in. Just like that. Okay, while I've got this part out of the vehicle and we haven't moved on yet, I'm going to go ahead and add some detail by using a little bit of a wash on these parts to kind of bring out some of that detail. Some of this we might not be able to get to after it's built on to the rest of the vehicle. So we're just going to use some panel line wash here and just get it on all these parts. And we'll clean some of this up when we're done, the excess. There we go. That just brings out so much more detail. Just a little bit goes a long way. All right. I don't really want to do any additional detail up here because this really looks nice. All right, let's give that a minute to dry up and then we'll clean it off. Okay, we'll just use some mineral spirits here. Clean off that excess. And also kind of blend it in. All right, just a little bit of detail to make it pop there. All right, let's move on. Okay, for stage 12, we're going to be building the right side of the gearbox, so let's get to it. Okay, so for this part, we're going to take this disc brake rotor and this drive shaft, and this is going to go in here, and it is keyed. It's got a post and a peg. So it goes in here just like that. We're going to hold that in place. We're going to take this part and we're going to put it in there. And then we're going to hold this all together with a PS23 screw. Okay, just like that. Next, we're going to take our half of the gearbox, and this is going to go on here. And you can see it's keyed. It only goes on one way. So we're going to get that in here like that. And we're going to hold that in with a PSO1 screw. And that's the end of that stage. Okay, for stage 13, we're doing the exact same thing, but this is the left side of the gearbox. And now we've got both sides of our gearbox. Okay, for stage 14, we're going to be assembling the gearbox. So we're going to take this half of the gearbox, which is the right side. It's got an R stamped in there. And we're going to take this piece here, and it's just going to kind of slide into the side there, like so. And we're going to hold that in with a couple of DS25 screws. And then this piece back here goes on similar, just over that, just like that. And we'll use the same DS25. Just like that. Now we're going to join the two halves together by putting this on here like this and using a couple of DS01 screws to hold it together. All right, and that completes stage 14. Okay, for stage 15, we're going to be adding the bell housing to the engine. So we're going to start by adding the clutch cylinder. That's this part here. And this is going to go in right here. And then that's going to be held in from the back with a PS01 screw. Just like that. And then we're going to take the bell housing and the transmission we made earlier. And we're going to put this one in here like that and mount it with some DS01 screws. One there and one down here. I want to make sure those are snug and tight, going into metal. All right. And there we have our transmission and our bell housing all done. And that completes stage 15. Okay, for stage 16, we are going to fit the starter motor and the bell housing cover. So to start off, we're going to take our starter motor in our detail part. Just like that. Then we're going to take our bell housing cover, and this is keyed here, and it's going to go right in there. Just like that. And we're going to use a PSO2 screw to hold it in. Just like that. Then we're going to take our bell housing cover with our starter and our transmission here. We're going to line these up. And we'll attach this with 3 DS01 screws. Okay, and there we have it. And just like before, I'm going to take this opportunity while it's out to do some detailing on it and do a little wash. So let's do that now. Okay, and that's got some more realistic look to it now. I think it looks really good. All right, so that was the last of that stage and the last of that pack. And that's it for this episode of the Wet Nellie build. I hope you enjoyed watching Pack 2 come together. I know I had a blast putting it together. If you're following along, don't forget to check out the full playlist so you can see every step of the journey. It's down there in the description. And if you'd like to get one of these and build it yourself, scan that QR code on the screen, or I'll leave a link down in the description to check out the Agora site. And if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel and I would really appreciate it. Okay, friends, well, until next time and pack 3, everyone just be safe out there and go build something.